Today we are going to be water glassing a batch of eggs. Here are the supplies that we need for today. You need farm fresh, unwashed eggs with the bloom still intact, pickling lime, and I'm using a gallon glass jar. You can use jars of different sizes, but this works for me. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is separate the eggs out. If there are any eggs with cracks or dirt or any kind of imperfections, you'll separate those ones out. They are totally fine to cook with. You'll just want to make sure that you wash them before you use them as usual. But for water glassing, you want to choose eggs like this here that are perfectly clean, no blemishes. Make sure that they are unwashed. So those are for baking, and these ones we will use for water glassing. So the way the eggs are made, the air sac usually goes on the top, which is the rounder part. So you'll want to stack the eggs with the pointy part down. It's a little tricky when you're first getting started because the eggs kind of slip around a little bit inside that jar. But as you start to build up layers, it starts to get easier to position them. So just do your best as you're getting started to orient them with the pointy side more down and the round side more up. Look at these gorgeous egg colors. We've got beautiful green, all different shades, brown and white. We even have little white ones that I think were laid by a silky hen that are just so cute and so pretty. It's amazing having this variety. So we'll save those little eggs to top off at the very top of the container because we just don't want them to break because they're just so teeny tiny. So you'll just keep sorting your eggs, separating out any that are maybe a little bit dirty, and just stack everything up in nice layers. And here we'll put those last couple little teeny tiny eggs at the very top. And as long as everything is submerged, you're fine. So this is actually perfect. Look at these beautiful gems, these gorgeous, beautiful eggs, beautiful variety of colors, different shapes and sizes. I did count, I was able to fit 35 in this jar, but the number will vary depending on the size of the eggs that you're using. So for the pickling lime solution, what you'll do is make a solution of 1 ounce of pickling lime per 1 quart of water. So what I'll do is I'll measure out 1 ounce of pickling lime in the jar, and then I'll add water. And this part you do just want to be careful of because when you pour the water in, some of that dust will go up and you just don't want to breathe that in, so just be careful. And now that that solution is mixed up, you'll go ahead and pour it over the eggs. And the goal is to get all of those eggs submerged completely underwater. And the lime mixture starts off looking opaque and white, almost like milk. And see here, you can see in the video when you're adding the water to the dry lime solution, it almost makes this dust, like this smoky dust that comes off, and you just want to be really careful not to breathe that in. So here we're adding our 2nd quart of that pickling lime solution in, and it almost just barely doesn't get to the top, so I'm just adding a teeny tiny bit of water. It's okay, just a little bit so we get those top eggs completely covered. And you'll store this in a dark pantry and make sure that the lid is tightly closed. And here I'm actually pulling out an egg that I water glassed last year, and you can see it looks beautiful. You'll just want to go ahead and wash that lime solution off, and you can stick your hand in the jar, it's fine. Just make sure your hand is clean first and then make sure to wash your hand after. And I cracked the egg open, and as you can see, it looks perfect. The white will be a little bit runny. It's recommended not to use those necessarily as sunny side up eggs, but they're fine for scrambled eggs or for baking. And you can see here the lime is already starting to settle, and those little spots are just where the powder settled on the edge of the egg where the egg meets the glass. Thank you for watching.